Shoot you? Why the hell I want to shoot you?
Well, it's very simple. Everything Kyle's done to the Lewis family is because it came from his thinking that H.B. was his father.
Yeah, well, H.B. ain't his daddy.
Yeah, but he thinks he is. Because I never told him who his real father is, so if this whole mess is anybody's fault, it's mine.
I'm sorry, Miss Gleason, that doesn't excuse Kyle.
Billy? What do you think Miss Martha would say if
You got no call bringing her name into
I
this.
most certainly do, Hank. I knew your mama real well. She was a good friend of mine.
Well, I believe that when hell freezes over.
I remember when you used to get head up like this when you were a little boy. She used to put her fingers through your hair and she used to rub your shoulders until she got you all calmed down.
How do you know about that?
Your mama and me, we spent a lot of time together. In fact, she was the first person to give Kyle a baby present. It was a little silver rattle.
I see why my mama had to have friends like you.
Miss Martha was a very kind and generous person. She never had any time for anybody else's opinion. She liked me and befriended me because of who I was. It didn't matter to her about my profession. And I'm telling you, Billy Lewis, if she saw you now, she would die of shame.
She'd understand.
Do you think she would? And what about your son? Do you want him growing up, understanding his daddy's in prison for murder?
Killing Kyle Sampson is justifiable homicide.
Not in any book of law, it isn't. You're going to ruin Vanessa's life and Trish's life and Mindy. And what about your father? What's this going to do to him? Do you think he could live one more day knowing his oldest son was a cold-blooded murderer?
He'd be glad that I finally got rid of Kyle Sampson. Sampson has ruined everything.
Do you think H.B. Lewis could ever shoot a man in the back?
No. No, I reckon not.
You're darn tootin' he wouldn't. And no matter how low he thought that man was, he would fight it out with him fair and square. Oh, Billy. Billy. I tell you, it took much more of a man to put that gun down than it ever did to pick it up.
May I? You're the boss. David certainly seems happy to see you.
You noticed, huh?
Well, that's what spring is for. So how do you like Springfield so far?
Fine. Wish David enjoyed it as half as much as I did.
You'll get used to it.
Doubt that. He's not very happy, Kyle. Isn't there some way you can get him to operate out of New York?
No, that's impossible. I need him here. But look, you're in town now. He'll forget about Manhattan. You'll see.
I don't think so.
Is there trouble in paradise? Well, it looks like the two of you are getting along so well when I cut in.
Doesn't mean very much.
Oh.
David and I have known each other a long time, Kyle. Every time I talk to him about marriage, he laughs and makes jokes about kids.
You worried about the future?
Oh, there's plenty of lust in his heart. I just don't know if he's in love with me anymore.
It's too bad. Everybody needs love.
Oh, I just had to take care of some old business, darling, and it didn't go too well.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was a close call. Come on, let's go.
H.B., I have to talk to you right away.
What's the problem?
It's something we have to discuss alone.
And it'll have to be later.
H.B., it can't wait.
Sally, I'm with my wife tonight, and I have no intention of leaving her side for a single moment.
No, but
We'll have to be another time.
you.
She's good, isn't she?
Yes, she was. But I've got something very important I want to talk to you about, Kyle.
Won't take long, will it?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, Kyle, and you know that I have decided you have been absolutely right about the Lewises all along.
In what respect?
They are a self-centered, ungrateful, spoiled bunch of people, and I don't want to have anything more to do with HB or any of his brood.
Is this Miss Sally Gleason speaking?
This is your mother saying that she realizes she wants to have some time with her son. Honey, do you realize that you and I have never traveled together?
Travel together, Sally. We can't even be civil with each
And
other.
the whole thing is, now that you've beaten all these people, why don't we just take off and see the world? What do you say?
Oh, you mean just a parent-child field trip of some sort?
Well, yeah, you could say that. I mean, I think it's a perfect time to take a breather and let all the tensions around here have a chance to simmer down.
You're slipping, Sally.
What do you mean?
Your attempts to manipulate me used to be quite a bit less transparent than they are now.
Honey, I'm just saying I want to spend some time with you.
What you're saying is you want me to leave town and leave the Lewises alone.
Please, Kyle, please believe me. It's for your own good.
I'm staying here in Springfield. I've got a lot to take care of.
Meaning Reva Shane Lewis.
I love her. It's just a matter of time.
A lot of time. If you look at those two, you're going to have quite a wait. You can tell that if you look at them, Kyle. Quite a wait.
You're better off not watching.
Kyle, is it that hard to be away from her?
Not any longer.
Feel a fly buzzing around us, darling?
I would like to cut in, please.
You can forget about dancing with my wife, Samson.
It's common courtesy.
Back off, Samson. Stay away from my wife.
HB, would you mind getting me something to drink?
Get lost, Samson. My wife doesn't need to be bothered by you.
Why don't we let the lady decide that?
What about it, Reva? Do you want to dance with this man?
Well, I think one dance would be all right.
The lady concedes one dance to the new owner of Lewis Oil.
Thank you.
You got till the end of the music, that's all. The lady always saves the last dance for her husband.
Why do you keep wanting to dance with me?
I need to.
What good is it deliberately provoking HB?
I'm not doing it to hurt him. I'm doing it next to you. Do you know what it's like being in the room, near you, and not being able to touch you is torture.
I want to be with you, too.
Fine. We're going to have to tell him about it now.
I know, but I want to tell him, and I want to do it in private. I owe him that.
All right, then tell him. Tonight, just as we planned, and then meet me back on my yacht.
You know what I want you to do right now? I want you to leave.
Why?
Because I have to be able to get myself together so I can face HB, and I can't do that with you here.
All right, I'll leave after the song, but then I'm going to see you later tonight.
Harlan, can we please go home? I'm really worn out.
So soon? It's not like you to be a party pooper.
I know, but I just want to be able to spend some time alone with you.
Darling, I'd like to have this last dance with my wife. It's not too long. Unless you're too tired from dancing with Kyle.
Of course not. I'd love to dance in front of you.
See you soon. Good night.
A lovely evening, India. Thank you.
Kyle, I'm so glad you came. Your donations and presents made this evening a much more glamorous event.
Well, you must be very pleased. It's obviously been an unqualified success.
Perhaps. And I hope the evening's been a happy one for you.
It was a delight.
Good night.
It's the final dance, darling. Let's make the most of it. Reva, my love, no matter what, I love you.
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 What is it, Reva?
You want Kyle back in New York. So do I. Now, I think eventually I'll be able to convince him to go, but right now, I need your help.
What sort of help?
It is absolutely vital that Kyle get out of town tonight.
What's the emergency? Is this about Reva Lewis?
Now, my reasons are not. They don't matter. The important thing is that you and I are working together toward the same result. The turning point may be tonight.
You really think it's that crucial?
Kyle's entire future depends on getting him out of Springfield immediately. The question is, can you do it?
Reva, what is it? What is it, darling?
Reva, are you all right? I was fine until this headache hit me.
Open your eyes. Wider, please. Open your eyes. Can you describe exactly what it feels like?
It feels like there's a bunch of knives stabbing my head.
Okay, it sounds like a migraine.
What's that mean?
Maybe I should go home with you, Mr. Lewis. Once I examine her more completely, maybe I can prescribe something.
Come on, darling.
I love you, Reva.
Yeah.
I love you, Reva.
Let's